Today. Hello to all the fans of the sports medicine community. Today, I'm happy to share with you a new innovation that has been present for quite a while now, but I believe is very useful um, for the health of your knees. And it might as well been very helpful for the muscles of your thigh as well as your hip. Why am I saying this? While we have a focus on knee pain, rather while the topic of today is limited to knee pain, there is always association with knee pain, and one of the associations that we have is that the muscles that connect the hip to the knee also participate in stabilizing the knee, in movement of the knee. So sometimes whenever you have pain in your knee as a result of repetitive use of that knee, you tend to overcompensate for the pain by recruiting other muscles around your thigh, and that is how the pain eventually gets to the hip. So you see some people, they have a history of chronic osteoarthritis, they have had hip replacement, and once in a while they get a flare up, and all of a sudden they have hip pain. And the hip pain is so excruciating that they think it might need an x-ray. However, when they get to the doctor places an order for an x-ray and the x-ray comes back clean. There is no form of arthritis, there is no fracture, there is no dislocation. So what's going on? This is part of the overcompensation by recruiting other muscles, other parts of the body that are related to the original injury. So here, I want to demonstrate something to you, and that's augmentation of function. Now we can liken this to augmented reality, where you try to heighten a particular sense. Now, the function of the knee most of the time is that when you're walking around, you're going to be bending and extending, you're going to bend, and straighten, bend straight, bend straight. And again, you do this all through the day. When you are standing, you're using muscles around the knee to keep it straight. So essentially, in order to balance, you have to tighten some muscles for a very long time when you stand for a very long time. So again, all this can become burdensome to the knee, and as a result, you have pain and swelling as a result of the day. Because why do you have swelling? Let's talk about that. Swelling is when you have something called inflammation, whereby the cells of the body that live in the blood responsible for protecting you migrate in your blood towards that area where they think there's a problem. And they live in fluid, they're actually fluid in nature. So that's what you see as swelling. And that's because you have overused that knee for the most part. How do we solve this problem? We look at function that you have. Then we'll also look at function that you want. Let me give an example of function that you want. When I examine people, when I tell people, what does it mean to be back to what you used to be? After an injury, after a surgery to your knee, what does it mean? I tell them this. Watch it. Look at this. You see how I control that knee? It's very difficult. Doing that all the time. Doing that for a prolonged period of time. So, and I know that our mothers out there, our dads out there, the weekend warriors, our athletic people who want to preserve the function of their knee are looking for solutions. So here's what I want to demonstrate to you today. This is a good, simple technology that I think you might want to replicate or even look for to start using. Here's it. I have this. So I open this up quickly. Now, usually on the instruction of this knee stabilizer, knee augmented knee flexor, whatever it might be marketed as, it's just a simple recoil. It makes you feel like a pseudo robot. So the larger part goes to the thigh, towards the thigh, and you just tie. There's a Velcro in there, and also there are pockets for the respective sizes that you have. So here we go. I open up my Velcro and I put it together. I open up my Velcro. I go through for my size. I go through one of the pockets, and I'm good. All right. I'm gonna try to put it in both knees. Okay, look at me. I have the wider part up, and it tailors to the contour of the structure of your knee, of your thigh, and your lower leg, respectively. So you don't have problem knowing where to put what, okay? So, see what I was doing before? I'm gonna do it faster now because I have some help. So, watch me. It doesn't matter how old you are, you will be surprised. So I think you should try something for the health of your knee, because we have so many medications for pain. Some of them, they numb pain from the head. We call them opioid analgesics. Some of them, they numb pain directly at the site by migrating the blood. We call them anti-inflammatory medications. Some of them are steroids. Steroids, sometimes if you use it for a long time, it can harm your system. Non-steroidal, we have many issues with them. If you take them by mouth, they can affect your stomach. If you take too many of them, just because you are in so much pain, you want to take more. That's not the way to do it. But again, your psyche can force you to do things you don't want to do because you're in pain. So again, it can start to affect your kidney. So you have to find a way, an alternative. So in my line of work, I do alternative work because I care about my patients, and just because I'm showing them something like this doesn't mean they won't come to me. Again, this is so that your functions are preserved. There are times that you have breakthrough pain and you still have to see a physician for evaluation. There are many causes of knee pain. For instance, we have rheumatoid arthritis, which could actually cause worsening of your knee, something that you have to undergo surgery for. However, surgery or not, fixing or not, or even without any problem with your knee, when you overuse your knee, it is one source of pain by itself. So I wish you healthy knees, wish you healthy body, wish you long life, wish you good health. Have a wonderful day.